we felt like we were in the Philippines tonight and not in Abu Dhabi. So now I think you can definitely say a word to your fans.
Magandang gabi, mga kababayan. Magandang gabi, Abu Dhabi.
Thousands of fans were yelling Alex Eala's name when she entered Stadium Court in Abu Dhabi. It was completely crowded. And on the other side of the net, her best friend and former doubles partner, with whom she has toured the world, shared innumerable experiences, and most likely laughed and wept through the highs and lows of professional tennis. Alex had to ruin her. The majority of 20-year-olds are unable to cope with that level of emotional conflict. However, this Filipino phenomenon is going to cause issues for the entire WTA Tour because of what Alex did next. Allow me to explain why this game was much more than merely a first-round victory. Here's the problem. At the Z Sports City International Tennis Center in Abu Dhabi, Alex entered Stadium Court to take on Zanap Sanmez. However, this wasn't your typical first-round battle. She used to play doubles with this person. She was friends with this person. And to be honest, that makes it much more difficult. Imagine being forced to go out there and attempt to ruin someone you truly care about. Someone you've undoubtedly had meals and inside jokes with, traveled with, and trained with. The majority of us are incapable of understanding such type of mental gymnastics. However, Alex arrived prepared to take care of business. And the crowd, oh wow, the stadium was crammed with people for the day's last game. As soon as they learned Alex was performing, your Filipino supporters most likely made travel arrangements. Additionally, there were Turkish supporters of Zanap present. These two musicians currently have some of the most devoted and outspoken fan audiences on the road. But let's face it, there were a lot of Filipino fans in that building, and there must have been a lot of electricity. Now, let's discuss their past before we even start this battle. Alex had a flawless 2-0 record versus Sanmez in their third encounter. 2023 ITFW 60 NG for the first time open in France. In the quarterfinals, Alex won 76-64. There was a tie break in that opening set. It was tight, as you can see. 2025 Lexus Eastbourne Open qualifying for the second time. Alex was in complete control of that one. 6-1 6-3 without a doubt. Thus, Zanap was aware of her challenges. She was aware that Alex had her phone number. This clash is made even more intriguing by the following, though. This same week, both of these athletes achieved career-high rankings. Zanap is at number 79 in the world, and Alex is at number 45. Both of them are rising. They both want it passionately and are on the rise. In addition, Zion was fresh off the Australian Open, where she advanced to the third round and became the first Turkish woman to win a match there. Along the process, she defeated world number 11 Arina Alexandrova. Thus, this opponent wasn't a pushover. This player had nothing to lose, momentum, and confidence. Okay, so the game begins, and Alex makes a strong first impression. She jumps out to a 3-1 lead after breaking serve early. I'm thinking, okay, she's in control, while I watch this. She's giving orders. She has this match to lose. Zanap, however, does not fold. She is not that person. In the fifth game, she retaliates and breaks Alex, even the score at 3-3. Now that this set is back on serve and anything may happen, you can see the intensity rising. Here's where Alex demonstrates her uniqueness, though. She doesn't freak out. She doesn't become tense. She rushes ahead to 5-3 after regaining her composure. She is currently serving on the set, just one game away. After that, she breaks. It's 5-4 after Zanap battles back. Alex is once again under pressure. However, you know what? Champions show themselves here. In this situation, mental toughness is more important than skill. Alex takes the initiative, breaks Zay for the third time in the set, and wins 6-4. It's crucial. When it counts most, that's icy calm. That's the kind of fortitude that wins championships, so if you're an Alex fan like I am, you're probably yelling at your screen right now. Alex is focused as the second set begins. Like a laser. You're thinking, okay, it's over, as she sprints out to a 300 lead. She is capable. However, Zanap is a fighter. She won't simply give up and concede. She forces Alex to struggle for every point as she fights back to 3-2. You have to respect it, to be honest. Women's tennis is so amazing to watch right now because of that kind of competitive fire. But she closes the door, Alex. She finishes the match 6-3 in the second set after winning 3 of the following 4 games. The entire match lasted 1 hour and 31 minutes. Alex converted 6 breaks out of 9 service games, which is the statistic that best illustrates the situation. When she returned, she was completely unrelenting. Every time Zahn served, Alex would hunt, assault, and cause her discomfort. It's not luck. That goes beyond simply having a pleasant day. That's tennis at the highest level. That entails analyzing the serve of your opponent, predicting the ball's trajectory, and making a precise return. While everyone else is playing checkers, Alex, who is 20 years old, is playing chess. Here's what I adore most about Alex. She might have simply performed the standard "I played well, delighted to get the win" interview, and moved on after defeating her friend in front of a crowded stadium. However, she is not that person. Pay attention to what she said. "Sharing the court alongside one of my best friends, Zanup, is such an honor. She's truly creating waves in a lot of ways, and I adore her. Furthermore, our friendship extends beyond tennis. And I'm really appreciative of that. Like, hurry up." There you have it, pure class. Even after giving her buddy a failing grade, she continues to treat her with love and respect. You are happy to be a fan when you witness that kind of sportsmanship. You want someone like them to represent your nation, your sport, and your generation. Because of this, Alex is not just a fantastic footballer but also a wonderful person. And such humility and sincere admiration for her opponent is uncommon and unique in a world where so many athletes are only interested in themselves. Alright, so Alex moved up 2 spots in the current WTA rankings as a result of this victory. She is currently at number 43 and is getting closer to the top 40. To be honest, the top 40 is merely a benchmark. That isn't even close to this girl's ceiling. Give it some thought. She is 20 years old. 20, the majority of athletes don't even reach their prime until their mid-20s. She still has years of growth ahead of her. After years of improving her strength, speed, and intelligence, she is already fighting against and defeating players who are ranked in the top 50, top 40, and even top 20 on good days. The trajectory is crazy. She made her Grand Slam main draw debut earlier this year at the Australian Open, drawing an incredibly large crowd. Filipino supporters flocked to Court 6 in large numbers to cheer for their girl, so they dubbed it an insane line. She didn't win the match. In the first round, she was defeated by Alicia Parks. However, the fact that she's creating that kind of enthusiasm and fan support says something. Great players are not the only ones who receive encouragement. They back athletes who evoke strong emotions in them. Additionally, Alex inspires, motivates, and uplifts others. That's the making of a superstar. Alex then advances to the second round, where she will take against Belarusian Ali Alexandra Sasnovich. And believe me when I say that this will not be simple. Sasnovich has 10 years more experience than Alex because she is 31 years old. After someone withdrew, she was a lucky loser and entered the main draw. Don't be fooled by it, though. Paula Badosa, the 8th seed and former world number 2, one of the most dangerous players on the circuit, was just taken aback by this woman. Sasnovich is shrewd, seasoned, and skilled at winning. The problem is that Alex enjoys being the underdog. When people disbelieve her, she thrives. I wouldn't wager against her after the confidence boost from this first-round victory, after she broke serve 6 times, and after she played arguably of her finest tennis. She will also be getting doubles soon. Leylah Fernandez and Kristina Mladenovic will face her and Indonesian player Janice Chen. Fernandez advanced to the doubles final of the French Open. Mladenovic has won the Grand Slam in doubles 6 times. That contest is a complete gauntlet. However, Alex doesn't back down from a challenge. She charges directly at them. Okay, let's have some serious conversation. Why is Alex Eala important in addition to being a skilled tennis player? On the largest platforms in the world, she is representing the Philippines. A whole generation of young Filipino children is being inspired by her to take up a cause and pursue their dreams. She is demonstrating that being from one of the traditional tennis powerhouses, the US, Europe, or Australia, is not a prerequisite for success. Millions of people's aspirations are with her when she takes the court. And she flourishes under that pressure rather than breaking down. She consumes it. Abu's Filipino audience. That was more than just support, Dhabi. It was fuel. Additionally, she treats her opponents with dignity, humility, and musical respect. That serves as a model for all the young athletes who are watching. You have the ability to be both kind and competitive. You have the ability to be both amiable and fierce. You may lose with dignity and win with style. The Alex brand is that. In all honesty, her presence has improved the tennis world. Alright, so this is my opinion. You can either call me a genius or roast me when you return to this later. By year's end, Alexa will likely rank in the top 30, if not higher. Music, why? Since she is skilled at the game. She has the mental fortitude. She has a strong work ethic. Above all, she has the belief. It's evident in the way she plays. She has no intention of winning. She anticipates winning. That swagger, that assurance. That cannot be taught. Music, take a look at her resume right now. Junior Grand Slam champion, Australian Open Girls Doubles champion, and US Open Girls Singles champion. At every level that she has competed, she has been successful. She is currently on the main tour, and it won't be long until she begins to place highly at major competitions. And Alex Eala is going to be fantastic, I promise.